He may have left office in a cloud of scandal 18 months ago, but the dust has not settled on Donald Trump's presidency.
Yeah, so many moving parts in terms of investigations touching on the former president.
Trump usually loves the attention and free airtime, but he can't change the channel on a host of ongoing investigations. The question is whether this just emboldens his cause.
Even with the raids going on at Mar-a-Lago, even with all of the baggage, Donald Trump is in a really good position. We do focus groups with voters all the time, and a lot of Republicans are still enthusiastic about Donald Trump running for president.
Alan, how'd it go in there?
This week saw Alan Weisselberg, the CFO of the Trump Organization and a fixture of the business since the 1970s, plead guilty to tax avoidance. And he will likely testify in a trial against the Trump property empire this October. And while Trump is not implicated, he's facing a separate civil case in New York into whether he inflated the prices of his properties to secure loans. He pled the Fifth Amendment, no comment, more than 400 times in a deposition. Then there's the ongoing investigation by the Department of Justice into the documents the FBI took from Mar-a-Lago. A judge yesterday asked the DOJ to propose redactions to the affidavit used to justify the search of Trump's property, with the potential of it being unsealed next week.
Judge Reinhardt seemed to have a very good sense that it is his job as the gatekeeper in this case to perform his function of balancing the interest in the public of accessing these materials against the interest in the government in keeping them secret.
And the DOJ is also looking into Trump's involvement into January the 6th, with a separate congressional committee set to launch more hearings next month, and they could even have a new head-turning witness.
If they were to call you to committee, would you be agreeable?
Well, if there was an invitation to participate, I would consider it.
Thank you, guys.
This week hasn't been all bad news for the former president. He saw his political nemesis Liz Cheney defeated in the Wyoming primary, meaning that of the 10 House Republicans who voted to impeach Trump, 8 are now set to be out of office next year. Such is his hold on a loyal base that for them, all these investigations don't point to a corrupt president, but a witch hunt.
Why is our government going after one person in particular so much? Like, they hate him so much. Why? Because he helped everybody?
It has upset so many people that are quiet right now, but it's not looking friendly.
While Trump's tactics might work in House seats in places like deeply red Wyoming, the concern is that in close-run Senate races, pro-Trump candidates are putting the broader electorate off.
There's probably a greater likelihood the House flips than the Senate. Candidate quality has a lot to do with the outcome.
These swing voters are sort of looking around and finding a whole slate of anti-democracy Republican candidates that they are having a really tough time rallying behind.
That could all lead to an even more divided Capitol, as a potential Republican House clashes with a Democratic Senate. That rancor will not help when a clear group in this country believes the government is hell-bent on taking down their dear leader. We're now just 80 days away from these decisive midterms.